This is how to actually use AI to write your LinkedIn content in 2025. So what I'm going to show you in this video is me actively doing this. And that's to show how simple it actually is. So let's get into this right now. So all you're going to do is go to Notion, set up a super simple page with tables for each day. So I have a little bit more of a complicated setup where I actually automated this to create the tables of content. You can see what I mean here. With each day, there's a certain amount of content that I'm going to put out. So these last three are actually for Twitter. But this first one here is a long form. And on LinkedIn, I'm typically posting long form. So all I'm going to do is go into the LinkedIn box, the long form box here, and just set it up so I'm ready. Next, all I'm going to do is go to Glasp, it's called. It's right here, this company. And you are going to download their YouTube summary with ChatGPT and Claude. So download that, get the extension, and then you're going to go to YouTube. And you can either use YouTube for the information that's going to be included in the content that we write, or you can upload Google Docs. And I'll show you how to do that as well. But YouTube is probably the easiest because you ramble on a little bit more. So ChatGPT is going to have more info to actually use and include in the content that we write. So all I'm going to do here now is pick a video that I want to repurpose into a Twitter or a LinkedIn thread. So let's just do this one right here. This is the LinkedIn profile for Max Conversions 2025. And right here, this is the Glasp logo that I'm going to click for. It's actually ChatGPT's logo. And all it's going to do right here is give me 5 to 10 bullet points. But what's most important is that it's giving me this entire transcript. So now all I would typically do here, because I ideate on different days from when I write the content, is copy this entire transcript and put it back into my Notion system. So now all I'm going to do after this is every single Monday when I'm actually going to write up the content is copy this off, copy the entire transcript off, boom. Now we are actually going to go into ChatGPT and have it set up your LinkedIn thread or your LinkedIn thread. So you can either go back to this exact like page here where it already has the transcript included, or if you can't find it, you can just enter it back in, remove this top thing because we don't need the bullet points anymore, and then add it in. And then after that, you're going to go to LinkedIn and find a thread that you really like, that has a good format, and that you think is relevant enough to what your thread that you're going to talk about is. So mine is LinkedIn conversions. It has multiple points within the video. So I want to find a thread that is relevant to that, meaning that I want to find a thread that has multiple points in it as well. So I'm going to go through LinkedIn and look for something that I think can fit with that. So let's see with this. So right here, there's not any points in this thread, so I wouldn't typically use this thread for it. Now, what you can do, what I like to do, is find an account that I know does good work. So let's try out this guy. And then I'm going to use Clio. Clio is a free tool that you can use, and it's going to give you the top posts of the profile that you're actively on. So now all we have to do here, so this doesn't seem like it's necessarily within my space. It's not talking about LinkedIn at all. And that's completely okay, because that is the whole purpose of what ChatGPT is going to do. It's going to include your info into the format of the thread. So like this one right here isn't bad. It has a bunch of points so that we can include that. Or ChatGPT can easily include the points from my YouTube video into this thread format. So all I'm going to do is copy it. Next, I'm going to go to ChatGPT. I'm going to paste it in. Do not enter. You don't want to paste it yet. And then I'm going to go to my Dream 100 prompts right here. I'm going to copy this first prompt right here, which is add the info in the transcript into this thread, but do not use any of the thread specific info. So what it is telling you to do is, or what it's telling ChatGPT to use, is only the info from the transcript, and then only use the format from this thread that we found. So sometimes it will not perform as well as you want it to, which is, in this case, it didn't do its job very well. It's still using the previous info. So now I'm going to go back because point number 1 did not work. Now, sometimes point 1 works perfectly, and you can play around with different prompts, but that did not work very well. So now what we're going to do here, so you can see it even, it's kind of using it, but it's not fully using it, is stop this and add in this prompt. Now let's see what this comes out with. Okay, so this still isn't working very well, and this is the problem with the hook. So I can just tell it the hook is not relevant to the transcript I gave you. Enter that. Oops. And we'll see if that comes out with something better for the hook, because it's giving actually pretty good info within here that directly relates to what was actually in my YouTube video, and it's formatting it perfectly. Okay, so there we go. Now it's giving off a lot better of info. So here we've closed $700,000 of ARR within 2 months of the seed stage startup. Most startups fail because of this, and then he says why. So now if we go back to this, it follows that same thing, that same kind of format. Your profile is your landing page. If it's not optimized, then you're leaving money on the table. We've cracked the code to do this. Here's how we did it. It kind of follows that exact same framework. And then within the thread, if we look, he has each point. He has a few longer sentences, a few shorter ones. And then if we go here, same exact thing. He's got a little bit less info in here, a little bit more info, a little bit less. And it's spacing it out quite a bit better. And it's actually giving live examples from my YouTube video. And all I need to do here is go and edit everything. If there's a little bit of grammar mistakes, typically ChatGPT won't do that, but on the side of it hyper does it, where it will say words that you don't want to use. But since it's copying off of this thread right here, it actually has pretty good wordage for the most part. Then you just want to check the accuracy of everything that's being said in here. And obviously update if you don't want the formatting of like 3 bullet points and everything. You can say the thread format didn't have bullet points. And then it's going to give you another thing that you can work with. So it gets it 80% of the way done on the first kind of go around. And then you just need to update that. And look at this. Perfect. Optimizing your banner, using a high quality profile picture, writing a results driven bio. These are all things I talked about in my YouTube video that are hyper specific to me. And now it's going to actually copy this into the thread within 2 minutes of me recording this video and actually getting it done. Once you guys have this set up and you're actually able to just copy and paste stuff, it's actually super, super simple to get content 80% of the way done, 90% of the way done, if you're actually giving it really, really good info. And that's how to use AI to write your LinkedIn content for yourself. If you have any questions, go down below in the description. I've linked my Twitter and LinkedIn accounts, and you can send me a DM. I'll be happy to respond to any questions you have about implementing this into your business. If you want 28 pieces of LinkedIn content written for you every single month, 100% done for you, with DMs going to all of your new connections to actually convert them into clients, send me a DM as well with the word LinkedIn, and I'll get back to you with the full offers, and yeah, we can discuss that further. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later.